Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox Beast, a game designed by Aaron and Elon Midhall and Asar Peterson and published by Studio Midhall Games. So, let's see what's inside. This is a pretty big box, as you can see. And I also got a book that came with it and some coins, which are in here, a cute little bag, and the coins actually match this. So I'll show that in a little bit. First, let's see what's inside the box. You'll notice there's some scary characters that look like really big snakes or something, and there's all kinds of design work in here. There's a lot to see even on just the cover of this game. So let's see what's inside. Okay, nothing there. Oh, cool. So there's a print of the actual front cover. That's really cool. Have to be careful with that. Okay, so then we've got some tokens. I don't know exactly what all these stand for, but we've got some, like, maybe animal prints and probably some characters, maybe? We'll see. And these look just like the coins. This little face right here looks just like what's on the front of the bag of coins and what actually the coins look like when I open them up. So I'll show you what that looks like. These definitely look like little standees because they've got the little notch right there for that. Okay, so we'll see what those are. Maybe there for now. Then, let's see. This is kind of a big box. Here is the board with all kinds of symbols. Okay, so it's like dual-sided. Let's see here. Now I've got it upside down. I'm always nervous opening up a new board because sometimes they open up differently and I really don't want to mess it up. Okay, so here's one side, the Northern Expanse, and I don't know if you can see, but there's shiny spots. A lot of these are like really shiny, so they stick out in the light. They stick out and they have a different texture as far as on the board, so they're easy to see. That's kind of nice. What does the other side look like? Oh, and look at this. I think this is sort of like a little bit of an overview of the play, dawn, day, night, and it talks about like the different number of players and stuff. Let's see the other side. Oof. Okay, this one not as dramatic. So this one says the drenched lands. So I'm guessing more water. Ooh, some spooky stuff out here. That's cool. Same thing, dawn, day, night. So a little bit of kind of like an overview, I think. That's really nice. And also the same shiny stuff. So like little landmarky type things. So that's nice. And then some tracking over here too. Okay. So there's the board. Then here's the rule book, which is full size, like as far as the box. So I have a feeling there's a little bit to this, but like as you can see, sort of a table of contents, components. I feel like this is really important. So here's the little feet, trail tokens. So, okay, that makes sense. Trail tokens, bears, boars, sheep. Cute, I don't remember seeing all those. Bears, boars, sheep. Huh. Wound tokens. Oh, we got those. 12. There must be more. I see. Oh, here's another print. Look at that. There's a whole nother print. That is super cool. Really fun. Okay. So here are some more cardboard pieces. Oh my gosh, there are even more prints. Okay. So here's some more of the coins and the different piece here. These are the summons, it says. And I'm thinking we're going to get to the boars, the sheep, and the settlers and bears pretty soon here. But these are like wound tokens. Okay, cool. Ancient power tokens. That's cool. The sword's cool. Let's see. Here's another art. That's really cool. Like love hurts right there, right? I like that. That's super cool. Okay, what else here? Oh, I lost a token. Somewhere. I'll have to figure out where this token went. Or maybe there wasn't one? It seems like there probably is. So similar tokens, right? The ancient power token. There's watchtower. A bunch of different stuff. So they think these are pretty much mostly the same. So there's those. Then what else do we have? Oh, there's my token. There's my missing tree. Habitat token. Okay. Put that back in there so I have them all together. All right. So those are very colorful, and I didn't really say it, but these are like real colorful and they kind of stand out a lot. That's really nice. It helps with people who have color blindness, which is nice. These might be a little bit darker. We'll see. All right. Then we've got, oh, so my Okay, so my sheep and stuff are actually, these are adorable. They're little, there's meeples for them. So here's my sheep. There's 28 sheep and they're not little punch out tokens. That's why I couldn't find them. They're little meeples. Those are so cute. And they're actually like screen printed on top of there. That's really cute. Then we've got some boars and some bears. Let's see if that's what these are. And settlers. Oh, two different types of settlers, farmers and nobles. Okay, these are the farmers and the nobles. Okay, that makes sense. You'll see when I get that up. When I get it up there, you'll realize why that makes total sense. So one of them has sort of like a staff, and then one of them is sort of like an axe on the end of a stick. Sure, there's a better name for that. I clearly am not a farmer. Forgive me for not knowing the right word for that. Okay, let's see. And then, okay, so here's my boars. Wait, there's different size? Or are these, let's see. Maybe those are my bears and these are boars, I guess. Okay, all right, so it's, the big ones are bears and the small ones are boars. Let's see if I can get this up here. They're very similarly colored, but they are substantially different in size. So even in the book, you can see the colors are pretty similar, and I can tell they're different. Like the bears are definitely darker, but I don't know if you can see that or not. The bears are almost a little bit more of a maroon brown color, and the boars are a little bit more of like a dark green blue color. That may or may not really show up, but they're pretty close in color, but they are very different in size. So that'll help. Here's a little bag for our habitat areas. So probably the little tokens are going to go in there. Like these trees. I'm not sure, maybe, I don't know if that's like water or, I'm not exactly sure what the different habitat areas are, but I suspect these tokens are going to go in here. Okay, what else? Oh, it's like a little mini map. Oh, let's see here. Create and view custom contracts. Okay, so I don't know. Oh, these are some of the artwork. That's one of the artwork pieces in the front cover. My understanding of this game is where one person is sort of playing the bad guy and they're doing movement in secret, and then they're fighting against sort of everyone else or working against everyone else. This game is going to be similar to that. Dracula is a similar type concept. So that might be for the person who's playing by themselves, because of course that person has to hide what they're doing, right? So this is the map, the main game board, the double-sided map. So then these pieces are the screen. So cool. But it goes the other direction. Oh yeah, it actually goes the other direction. Okay, so this is for the player who's playing. I see, because there's a ton of rules on the back. I got excited about the art and forgot the other side. Okay, so this side is going to sort of show you how you play if you're playing as that one character fighting against everyone else. Playing, I'm guessing, probably the beast, basically. So that's this piece here, your little screen, and it just looks like the artwork on the back. And then you also have, I don't want to turn it too hard yet. You also have a copy of the two different maps. So this is the side that I started with in northern, I think it was said. And then this was it's not flooded, but drenched. The drenched lands. So this is all the different locations. And then if you can see right here, you can actually see the symbols. So the little habitat symbols actually are on here, which is pretty cool. So you can, I don't know what the different ones do, but the fact that it's on here will make it easier for you to do stuff. Okay, so that's going to be for the person playing, I believe it's called the Beast. Whoops. Got a few more little toki things. Let's see. Upgrade tokens. 19 upgrade tokens. Okay. I don't know what these upgrade. This is so small. I don't know if you'll ever be able to see this, but these tiny little wood pieces have, I'll just try to show you one. They have like a paw print on it. I don't know if that will work, if you can see that or not, but anyway, there's a tiny little paw print on the end of that, and then this one has a tiny little leaf. And a little paw on the other one. That's really hard to get it to sit flat on my hand. But anyway, hopefully you can see that. Those are really small, but they're very cute. With the little stamp on the end, that's kind of cute. Okay, what else? Then we've got a whole bunch of player boards, it looks like. Character mat, 6 beasts and 6 hunters. Whoa, okay. Ooh, my plastic didn't get off the table. How unusual. Okay, so now I think these match some of these tokens over here. Yeah, I recognize that. I feel like this is the same. I feel like this is going to be the same as this. I could be wrong, but they look really similar. So anyway, I think these are the standees that go with these player boards. So there's 6 beasts and 6 hunters. So there's all kinds of little tracking in here. I'm guessing this is, I don't know. Maybe I wonder if you use these little tokens here. I just gotta see if these fit here. Does that fit there? Could be. I don't know if that, I have no idea how that works. I don't know, but it seems like those maybe fit in there. If I had to take a guess, maybe these go in here, but I'm not exactly sure if that's like part of your turn or how exactly that works. Anyway, the dual layer boards having me curious. On the back, there's information about them. So let's see. There's 1, 2. These are actually really cool. So here's you saw the piggy. Here's this one. This one. These are pretty cool looking. A lot of detail, right? And this is one of the other pictures. Really cool. Lots of color, lots of thought put into the artwork. And then, how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be the last. Okay, well, I'm not really sure how that, I don't know how that works. But here's the last one. Seems like there's 6 of those, and they have a description on the back. And then there's Attack of the Northern Settlement. Attack of the, oh, these are like different ways to play, I guess. This is when you have 4 players, and this is 2 to 3. So different contracts based on how many players you have. And then another mini map. So I'm not exactly sure how all those work. That must be just all beasts. And these must be all the hunters. That must be what it is. Okay, so then this makes sense. So these boards, you'll notice, are smaller. Size-wise, the hunters' boards are smaller. So, same little dual layered holes for the little pegs. So here's this one, and I think they have sort of like a, kind of like a little summary of each of the things about them. So that's kind of nice. And then how many hearts they have and different things like that, and a description of your player. So there's that one. Here's one here. So I think I've seen 1 female, 1 older dude. So there's some variety in here, which is nice. I think it's like 3 men, 3 women. There's that one. Then and then last but not least. So these are all dual layered. So you can see when I have all 6, they're really thick, like thicker than a deck of cards. So those should be nice and sturdy. And then we have some cards. Oops. And a player insert, which I didn't really show before. Let's see. Nope. It's gonna happen, people. One of these times. I'm probably gonna pass out when it does. Okay, so we got some cards. We got action cards, hunter items, and maybe location cards. We got like a little compass in the back. Let's see what the book says. It says item cards, beastly talent cards, beast movement cards. Oh my gosh. Action cards, hunter ability cards. There's a lot of cards. Okay, so here's just action. Here's all the actions. I'll show these up close. Unique artwork on each card. So I'll just show you a few. I really like it when they take the time to do different art for all the cards. One, because if you play multiple times and you see the same card again, it can be misleading when there's multiple cards with the same background, because you're like, oh yeah, I know what that card is, and you're not paying attention, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's not what I thought it was. But also just shows that, attention to detail, right? So these must be the hunter ability cards, because these match the characters we just saw, right? Let's see. Oh, and then so hunters and then the beasts, right? So here's the beasts first, and I'm just going to show, whoa, a few of these. Stampede, Flaming Pig, okay. So these are probably mostly still beast. And then we're going to get into hunters. So that's definitely a hunter. They sort of have some color themes to them too, which is kind of neat. Okay, so that's all those. Then that's a decent stack there. Then these little ones might be like beast movement cards. I see some beast movement cards, and with the compass it makes me think of movement. Let's see. It says there are 48 of those. Yeah, that's got to be what this is. Because these start with no movement. There's a bunch of no movements. Okay. And then it's saying which direction it's going. But basically that's all they were, really just kind of some backgrounds with which direction they're going. So. Okay, and then the last deck of cards is some hunter items. Those are probably going to be really helpful. Beastly talents. Those are probably going to make it really hard. Oh, and a few more cards. I'm going to guess. Were there 4 of each of these? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Oh, but the bad guys, the beasts, all have 4 cards. Okay, just didn't make it in there. So there's the last set of the beast cards. Beastly talent cards. So these are going to probably work against you as the person, not the beast, I'm going to guess. Probably going to make it really easy for the beast to kick your butts. Oof. These are cool cards. They're kind of like dark, and I like it. A little gloomy. Then we've got hunter items. Okay. So these are probably going to be super helpful for us. Looks like movement and making the beast discard cards and restoring health to people next to you and different things like that. So these are definitely going to be things you're going to want to collect when you can, if you're playing as a hunter. So that's everything that's in Beast. There's a double-sided game board, dual-layered player boards, both 6 of Beasts and 6 of Hunters. Although there'll only ever really be 1 Beast playing, and then there'll be however many other players you have playing against the Beast. There's a couple of these little bags for different things, one of which I forgot to show was these coins that I got. And they're metal coins, and they actually, there's not a ton of them, but they're these. They actually match, they have this design exactly on the coin. So I'll try to show you. There's 2 different sizes, one that's kind of like a penny and one that's like in the middle of a nickel or a quarter maybe. So they have this exact same design, which is pretty cool, very unique. There's also a bunch of little standees. I have a bunch of standees and some stuff for the person playing the beast so that they can hide what they're doing because their movement is hidden. A bunch of sets of cards that are going to help you and hurt you depending upon who you're playing. And also some cool little meeples for different animals. So kind of a lot, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be too much. Also, there's a quick little jump start on the back, and it talks about if this is your first time playing, which is kind of cool because it might help you get started more quickly, which is nice sometimes instead of, you know, you spend 2 hours reading the book and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So yeah, I'm excited to learn how to play. This is really not super big. And there is quite a bit of pictures and also a whole page of just the components alone, which is really nice, and the setup. So looking forward to trying to figure out how to play Beast. Thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.